What's going on, guys?
My name is Jamie.
Jassier. You can say Jassy because a lot of people mess my name up.
And this is our YouTube channel.
Yes.
On this channel, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, like my life, his life, and our life together.
Yeah, so how old are you, Jamie?
I am 24.
And I'm 27.
I'm from Philadelphia.
And I'm from Chile. Some people know it, some people don't. It's from South America. It's that big, long strip on the side from a town called Talca, which is next to the capital. Came out here when I was 8 and have been residing in New Jersey ever since. And
His story is more interesting. I've just lived in Philly my whole life and moved out here when I met him at 17.
ooh, ooh. I'm a trans guy, for those that don't know me. For those that do know me, I think that you've experienced me kind of going MIA. And the reason being is that I was, in the process of doing IVF, which is in vitro fertilization. For people that don't know what that is basically just having assistance to have children. And I know I haven't spoken with a lot of you guys. Probably you guys like, why are they like adding me now? Like we haven't spoken in years. And the reason why is because there's a lot of people that are out here that are unaware of the world that's unknown. Like, you see it on TV, you see people talking about it. But you don't really, why are you just staring at me? but you don't really like get to know many people that are going through the things that we've gone through. So yeah, it's a big story. It's a lot of things that we struggled with to get to where we're at now. So I feel like a lot of people are gonna be able to relate, and it helps to educate, on the specific topics. And we're not just talking about like any LGBT issues or anything like that. I'm talking about like period, with her, with me, with IVF patients, with pretty much everything across the spectrum.
And just our marriage overall.
Marriage
and
life.
just how we cope and do things together.
Correct.
We've been together for 6 years and we've been married for 3.
Married for 3?
In May.
Yeah. On our way to 3.
So a lot of our friends always encourage us to, why don't you guys do YouTube? Why don't you guys do YouTube? So
Yes.
Here we are.
Jamie is currently pregnant right
Yes.
now.
I am 9 weeks pregnant today. Yay, you have to do that clap thing.
Oh yeah.
What else?
It's a boy.
Yes.
We chose to have a boy, which we will obviously get into later, about how we did, how we made sure that we had a male embryo to implant for her to be carrying a male embryo.
Yes. Do you want to say his name?
His name will be...
Drum roll, please. Sael Jesan Gonzalez-Medel. That is Spanish, obviously. We picked that name because it's just very different. I've never heard that name before, ever. He is from Chile. I never heard that name ever.
We made it up.
Yeah, we made it up.
Yeah, we were trying to like come up with a name that was like...
He made up the first name and I made up the middle name.
Yeah.
And obviously our last name.
Yeah, it was kind of like my name situation. Like I morphed my name from Javier to and Josiah, which are 2 names that I like that I couldn't like pick which one out the hat to legally change my name into, because my name used to be Carolina or Carolina. It's like the girliest thing that you could ever imagine. Most people didn't call me that. Most people called me Lean or Lean Bean or Beans. Like, it was always something else to better suit my character. I don't feel like anybody ever like felt quite right saying like Carolina, except obviously my childhood friends. Navi, that's you.
Yeah, we
So yes,
have.
so I morphed it. I'm sorry to cut you off. So I morphed it, and that's how I became Jasier, from the Jason and the Javier to Jasier.
I might talk really fast. I'm from Philadelphia. I talk very fast, and sometimes I don't pronounce my words. He always tells me this, so I do apologize.
Sometimes I don't even understand. And
Yeah.
she's well aware that English is my second language.
And Philadelphia
And
is
Philadelphian
your
is my third. Like, I had to learn that language for me to understand
third.
what...
Just like I have to learn Spanish.
Listen,
So-
her and my friend Navis swear they speak like the most intellectual English that there is out there. And
Any Philadelphian people understand that we talk fast. That's just how we communicate. That's how we always communicated.
Absolutely, which I understand, because that's just, you know, it's like New Yorkers, it's like Jerseyans, it's like Philly, you know, people like it. Everybody has their own slang and lingo and terms, so I get it.
Yes.
But sometimes I'm gonna have to slow the video down just so you, or maybe put captions underneath what she's saying or something to help y'all out, cause yeah, it gets deep. Ultimately, I'm just doing this to have to raise awareness, really, because before we started any of this stuff, like, we were very unaware. Even all the stuff that I researched or I tried to educate myself with, or how many, you know, Google things I looked up, or how many YouTubes I went to, I could never find the answer for my situation or my experience in particular. I always said to her, like, man, I wish that somebody had said this to me, or I wish that somebody had spoke about this so that we would have known while we were doing this to be prepared for, you know, whatever it was that we were doing at that time that we were unaware of.
And our
So,
journey.
yes.
So that's like with his transition and with our IVF
Correct.
process and just things that
I'm not here to promote. I'm here to be real. So if
Right.
it's, you know, something that we went through that wasn't positive, I'm going to state that. And I'm not going to sugarcoat the things that we went through to do the things that we did. Because
Right.
then, you know, like I said, then I would be researching YouTube and not finding, you know, for me, it's like I find, like, somebody goes through something, has an epiphany, has a thought, acts upon it, and then everything is, it's like happy place. Like, and I always would be like, I've never seen what I'm experiencing or the pain I'm going through or the things I had to do from anybody. Like, no, like, everybody left that out. And I'm just like, I wish somebody would have told me, or I wish I would have had somebody that went through this so that I could relate, or I could ask the question to, or...
Right.
And that goes from, like I said, IVF patients to trans people to straight people, you know, just everybody. And they're like, wait, she's straight? How? We'll get into that too. You know, like I said, people are going to have a lot of questions. So I would like it if we could kind of have like a little forum going or something so that we could answer those questions that you have, or touch certain subjects or topics that you are like intrigued by or want to know about. Yeah, that would be helpful.
You can always message us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. We're gonna put all our stuff on YouTube so you guys can see all of our stuff. And it's brand new. We started all things together for this channel, so you can see the things that we're going on, what we upload and things like that. And just to see us on a daily, even if we're not uploading, you can just see us on those social media websites.
Yeah, I'll be doing more posting now that we're doing this too, because I was keeping a very low profile up until this moment, of course. So right now it's like I'm showing my face to everybody. So it's not just YouTube, but it's, you know, a lot of people. If I don't interact with you on a day-to-day, this is gonna be a shocking video for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's for everybody.
Yes, it is. I'm the same. I just got a little bigger.
You're not the same. You're definitely not the same from when I met you in 2013.
Okay, I was a little rude, but I'm definitely better now. I was
We'll
hurt.
talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
But we just wanted to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Just tell you a little bit about us in a short period of time for our first video. We are gonna go into story time. We're gonna be together mostly all the time. He's gonna tell his story. I'm gonna tell my story. We're gonna be together to tell the story. If he leaves anything out, I can add to it. If I leave anything out, he can add to it. I'm really I probably would leave a couple things out, but he knows in detail what's going on, so he's on it. He's a tourist, so it's very
May 1st, baby.
into the thing.
Tourist game.
I'm a Gemini. My birthday's June 16th.
That's where you put that screech
Don't
in.
try me. But yes, so a Taurus and a Gemini, that's why you're going to be very, very entertained.
True. And I want to give a shout out to Cash because he was around us for a period of time in which he was constantly cracking up, and he was really the one that kind of like pushed us to be like, you know what, maybe we should do the YouTube thing, because you know, I feel like we're just too non-ordinary to be kept in a house.
Yes, we are. It took a long way up to get here.
Yeah.
Even in this short period of 6 years,
Yeah.
we did go through a lot, which is good and bad, but you learn from bad and become good. So everything is for a reason. And that's how we ended up here.
Yeah.
And we named our channel Jay's Way because our names are both J names. So it's like something to make us together. He came up with it, the lovely artist.
You're welcome, baby.
He's like a jack of all trades. He does everything from tattooing to being crazy to
That's
being
my specialty.
to being
That's my career.
to
be
doing
crazy.
wait, what is that? What is that called? To doing the canvases? That's what it's called, right?
Canvases?
No,
What do you mean by
I don't
that?
think it's called canvases. The pictures that you do.
Pictures
See,
that I
this
do.
is what we do on a daily basis. I don't know English. You don't know Spanish. I mean, I don't know English as our first language, and he don't know it as his second. So we're always stuck all day.
I'm still trying to figure out what you were
The
referring
painting
to.
that you did in the cocina, in the
What she meant to say is I like to paint too.
yes, he's a painter. He works at Home Depot at home.
What? Yo.
Yes.
Call me Joss the Builder.
Joss. Oh, like Bob the Builder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. He's into his beer. Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys. Till next time.
Till next time.
You what you can don't, you can do don't, you want.